The AP exam is over. So now what? A couple of things that you could do. One, you could start working on your resume. The reason I encourage people to work on a resume is because for the Common App, there's a whole section you're going to fill in extracurriculars, volunteer work, GPA, SAT, ACT, all that could be found on your resume. I have stacks of them. Okay. Number two, you could give the resume to the person in the fall that you want to write your letter of rec for. Here's our Scholar of Scholars for 2025. It has her work experience, her education, her extracurriculars, her awards. This is going to be super handy when you go onto the UC website and you start doing your app, or the Common App and you start doing your application. So you could take a peek at the AP Lit open question. If you're taking AP Lit, just Google AP English Lit 2025 exam and scroll down to question 3. Question 3 is an open question, meaning you get to talk about any book that you want, or you can choose one of the books that they have listed for you. This one, they're asking about characters that may be inspired by the past, haunted by the past, or unable to let go of the past. Sounds like Gatsby, right? So I recommend you take a look at this and pick one or two books that you might want to get this summer and read. There's a lot of good books on here. Ceremony is a great book. It's a Native American author. Crime and Punishment is a classic. Dostoevsky, Russian lit. Jane Eyre is a classic by Charlotte Bronte. Of Mice and Men you probably read as a freshman. The Scarlet Letter we read this year. Wuthering Heights is another classic. Take a look at that. Get a summer reading book or two so that you're not staring at a screen your entire summer. Number 3, plan on working on your college essays this summer. I've written a book on the college essay. You don't want to wait until October and be working on your college essays plus all the schoolwork that you're going to have in October. You also don't want, if you have a college counselor, you don't want the college counselor to write your college essay, because if they do write your college essay, the college admissions committee will know. It's a big difference between their writing and your writing. You want it to be your story. Yes, you can have the college admissions counselor look at your essay, help you edit your essay, but don't have anyone else write your essay, including your mom. Some people do that. The other thing I would do is plan some volunteer work this summer. You want to demonstrate to the college that you're applying to that you think about other people other than yourself. That's a fresh perspective. And again, it's something that will build your resume. And you can talk about it in your college essay. The UCs for UC California, they want 4 essays. Maybe in one of the 4, you could talk about something you did that summer for community service. And then lastly, I would put together letter of rec requests for your 2 favorite t-shirts for the fall. Wait 1 or 2 weeks into the school year when things start to settle down for your teachers, and then you could give them the folder. Here. In your folder, you may want to include, and this is on my website for my students, your AP scores, your SAT scores, your ACT scores if you took it, a copy of your transcript. You're going to want to go online and pre-fill out the Common App and then request them officially using their school email. You're also, MIT and some other schools, they don't use the Common App, so you're going to want to go on their websites and pre-fill out the forms. This is a bonus but not required. A little handwritten note saying something that you liked about their class, and include that in the folder. You want to give these people plenty of lead time because they get inundated. Mr. Harnett gets tons and tons of letter of rec requests. I get a lot of letter of rec requests. You want to have at least one person who's going to be in your field of study. So if I'm going to be pre-med and a bio major, I'm not going to ask my history English teacher. I want to ask one of my science teachers. For me, I'll have my students jot down their persuasive speech topic. I can't remember all their speech topics. If you're requesting, let's say you're a physics teacher, you may want to write down in your note, oh, just a reminder, my physics project was this. Something that will make you stand out and something they could talk about in the letter. Again, you want to fill in all this information. And afterwards, you may want to write them a short note saying thank you. The bottom line is the more information they have about you, the more they can brag about you. Lots of things you could do this summer in addition to looking at your screen. I hope this is helpful. Most of all, enjoy your summer.